I was called on the phone.
Speak up a little bit, sir.
I was called on the phone and told to say that.
Who called you? Who told you
The
to
only
say?
person that know my internet number outside of you and my family is Boom.
Boom?
So that's the only person that could have called and told me that.
Did you know that male?
Mm-hmm.
The other guy?
That's my cousin.
Well, I'm going to show you. This is not Boom.
No, it's
Who's
not.
that guy with the hat on?
That's my son and that's Quentin.
That's Quentin?
That's my cousin Quentin.
You know his last name? Quentin Palmer? Okay.
Juanita appears nervous, but unlike Ron, she has leaned forward and speaks with a soft voice. This is a stark contrast from the first interrogation, where she was leaning back, looking away from the officers, and hostile in her demeanor. This tells officers she is...
Bro, I didn't even clock that. She looks different now, boy.
Likely telling the truth, and crucially, she has just revealed the identity of the fourth suspect. He is 26-year-old Quentin Palmer, and his record includes 10 prior arrests with 2 concealed weapon convictions. Back in the interrogation room with Cody, investigators had to connect each of the suspects with their precise role, and Cody's testimonial could be crucial to that. After hours of waiting, the crew finally started moving again, and the consequences of their decisions would be devastating.
She brings you a gas can, correct? Who's she with?
Friend.
You know her friend's name?
Portia.
She's with Portia. When she pull up, what do? You get out of the car?
Yeah, I got the gas. I think I got the gas can from her.
All right, was it empty?
I think they did come up to the front or something and said like, "Yeah, man, we about to have to do them." I'm like,
said that?
Ronnie or Boom, one of them, and I'm like, bro, I'm not with that shit.
They said we about to have to do them?
Yeah.
Meaning?
I guess kill them.
All right. They say why?
No. I said, bro.
Did they say why they had to kill Paul or why they had to kill the girl?
I said, bro, I ain't fucking with that shit, man. That's on y'all. I ain't killing nobody, man. I can't kill nobody. I got a little sister. I got a son, man. I can't kill nobody.
So they had you follow them over by Savannah. You driving the car or the other guys still driving?
He's driving the Buick. Ronnie's driving the Buick.
Ronnie's driving the Buick. Who's in the Buick with Ronnie?
Boom.
Boom in the Buick, Ronnie. And you and the other guy still in Ron's truck, right?
Yeah.
Cody appears very relaxed, but crucially, when he says that he can't kill anybody, his voice goes soft and starts being slightly shaky. This leads officers, at least on a preliminary basis, to believe that his testimonial might be true. At the point of driving, Paris had already moved to the Buick with her father. Cody and the fourth suspect were alone in the black Ford.
That's when they pulled around the corner. And that's when I guess they killed them and set them on fire.
What do Ronald do with the Buick?
He pulled it in the field.
He drove up into the field?
Pulled it into the field.
Right?
And set it on fire.
Well, when he pulled into the field, where do you park at?
I was a little bit down in the street.
A little bit away from the field?
Yeah.
That way, when they set it on fire, they can run back to the truck?
Right.
According to him, there was never any mention of a or and at least Paris died quickly. Their precise manner of death will be something investigators keep trying to clear up because the case drastically changes depending on the circumstances. If what Cody is saying is true, he and the fourth suspect never directly witnessed the crime. However, under Ohio law, they could still be charged with felony murder because they were complicit in robbery, kidnapping, and burglary. In other words, they participated and didn't do anything to stop it.
No, Ronnie said, I'm not killing nobody. I'm not killing them. I said that I'm not doing it neither. I'm not killing nobody.
So who was the one that was on it?
Boom. One guy now.
So said, I'll do it.
So Boom said he was going to do it?
Yes.
You know a guy named Pee Wee?
I told you I heard of him.
You know what Pee Wee looked like?
Yes.
Was Pee Wee the fourth guy in the car?
No.
I think that was a blunt, bruv. Man, them there just chilling, but no, Blair. Tell me what you know, suspect, you get me? Just relax, man. Set your mind at ease, brother, you get me? So you pull the trigger now? Yeah.
Did Ron ever make any mention of Pee Wee?
Yes.
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 What did he say? It's very important.
He set it up.
Tell us about it, because it's very important. The truth will probably set you free.
It's going to help you out down the road.
What did he say about Pee Wee?
He said he's like the mastermind of this shit.
According to Cody,
he said it probably. You get me? Probably.
Boom pulled
He
the
said it low.
trigger. Ron set the car on fire. Pee-wee, who was never at the crime scene, is the actual mastermind behind the crime. These are big claims and remain unverified. After all, Cody knows that his neck is on the line. Confession might be deliberately planned to exonerate him of all fault. But what happens next after investigators come back to the interrogation room will make them believe there is at least a little sincerity in what he says.
We need this fourth guy identified, man. Can you tell me anything about him? I mean, like, what you mean? If you know what area he hangs, anything, just tell me, Cody. Tell me, brother.
I just wish I didn't. I didn't do this shit, man. I swear to God, I didn't want nobody to f***ing die. My heart hurt, man. I haven't heard from my baby mama. I never heard from my son. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. It hurt, man. I don't even want. I got a little sister, Lundy. You really think that I want somebody to do some shit like that to my fucking sister, man? I can't kill nobody. I got a little sister. I got a son, man. I can't kill nobody.
So they had you follow them over by Savannah. You driving the car, or the other guys still driving?
He's driving the Buick. Ronnie's driving the Buick.
Ronnie's driving the Buick. Who's in the Buick with Ronnie?
Boom.
Boom in the Buick with Ronnie. And you and the other guy still in Ron's truck, right?
Yeah.
Cody appears very relaxed, but crucially, when he says that he can't kill anybody, his voice goes soft and starts being slightly shaky. This leads officers, at least on a preliminary basis, to believe that his testimonial might be true. At the point of driving, Paris had already moved to the Buick with her father. Cody and the fourth suspect were alone in the black Ford.
That's when they pulled around the corner. And that's when I guess they killed them and set them on fire.
What do Ronald do with the Buick?
He pulled it in the field,
He drove off into the field,
pulled it into a field,
right?
and set it on fire.
Well, when he pulled into the field, where did you park at?
I was a little bit down in the street.
A little bit away from the field?
Yeah.
That way, when they set it on fire, they can run back to the truck?
Right.
According to him, there was never any mention of a or and at least Paris died quickly. Their precise manner of death will be something investigators keep trying to clear up because the case drastically changes depending on the circumstances. If what Cody is saying is true, he and the fourth suspect never directly witnessed the crime. However, under Ohio law, they could still be charged with felony murder because they were complicit in robbery, kidnapping, and burglary. In other words, they participated and didn't do anything to stop it.
No, Ronnie said, I'm not killing nobody. I'm not killing them. I said that I'm not doing it neither. I'm not killing nobody.
So who was the one that was on it?
I know one guy now.
I said, I'll do it.
So Boom said he was going to do it.
Yes.
You know a guy named Pee Wee?
I told you I heard of him.
You know what Pee Wee looked like?
Yes.
Was Pee Wee the fourth guy in the car?
No.
I think that was a blunt, bruv. Man, them there just chilling, but no, Blair. Tell me what you know, suspect. You get me? Just relax, man. Set your mind at ease, brother. You get me? So you pull the trigger now? Yeah.
Did Ron ever make any mention of Pee Wee?
Yes.
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 What did he say? It's very important.
He set it up.
Tell us about it, because it's very important. The truth will Like set you free.
It's gonna help you out down the road.
What did he say about Pee Wee?
He said he's like this, the mastermind of this shit.
According to Cody,
he said it probably. You get me? Probably.
Boom pulled
He
the
said it low.
trigger. Ron set the car on fire. Pee-wee, who was never at the crime scene, is the actual mastermind behind the crime. These are big claims and remain unverified. After all, Cody knows that his neck is on the line. Confession might be deliberately planned to exonerate him of all fault. But what happens next after investigators come back to the interrogation room will make them believe there is at least a little sincerity in what he says.
We need this fourth guy identified, man. Can you tell me anything about him? I mean, like, what you mean, if you know what area he hangs, I mean, anything. Just tell me, Cody. Tell me, brother.
I just wish I didn't. I just do it, man. I swear to God, I didn't want nobody to die. My heart hurt, man. I haven't heard from my baby mama. I haven't heard from my son. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. It hurt, man. I don't even want. I got a little sister, Lundy. You really think that I want somebody to do some shit like that to my fucking sister, man? I never wanted to.
Oh, that guy's got no heart still. I can't even lie.
To nobody, man. I promise you, man. I promise you, man. I can't cope with that. This is
Don't put that shit, man.
every fucking night. I can't get it out. I barely can look at my son. I barely got time to play with him. Like, Daddy, where you going? Daddy, where you going? Because I'm trying to provide for us. And I can't, man. And then my son got to be right in the middle of this shit every time I've been putting handcuffs in a police car, my son was right there, man. You think I want him to keep seeing me like that, man? That's not a good example, man. I'm trying to change.
I'm drawing the sympathy card now, bro. You get me? They ain't feeling sorry for you, bro. You're gonna face some time as well, big man.
For better, man. I want him to do better. I don't want him to follow in my footsteps, man.
Cody Gibson seems to be a 21-year-old kid who was struggling to pay the bills for his wife and children and fell into a desperate situation. At least, that's the image he portrays in the interrogation. What's striking, though, is that even when he knew Paul and Paris were about to be killed, he never attempted to stop it. Whether this was out of fear or a lack of care, Cody is now involved in the murder.
I'd say more fair, cause if that man's got a strap, bro, what can man do, bro? Unless you're just gonna be willing to take a shot, bro. And them man there look like they'll just shoot him and don't care, bro. You get me? If you're gonna shoot a 14-year-old and I pop some burn them, bro, you ain't gonna care about man, bro.
And along with that, his son will have to grow.
It's them or him, you get me? Me or you, bro. So, bro.
Grow up without a father. But this investigation is far from over. Cody's confession is far from reliable based on the strong incentive for him to lie and make himself appear innocent. Moreover, there are two more killers on the loose, and the one who matters most, the apparent mastermind, Pee-wee, still hasn't had a face placed on him. On the 16th of November, 4 days after Cody's confession, U.S. Marshals located and arrested the fourth suspect at the crime scene, Palmer, at Northampton Street in Cleveland Heights, and brought him to the interrogation room. Now, investigators will look to corroborate or contradict Cody's story while still trying to figure out the big question. What's Pee-wee's involvement in this and why?
Palmer, Detective Marche, how you doing?
Pretty much, we have the majority of information already. Okay. We don't believe that you were the shooter. Right?
Wasn't there at all.
What?
Wasn't there at all, so I don't know nothing.
Okay. The issue is that you need to get past that point where you were just talking. Okay, we're past that point. We have so much evidence about you, it's not even funny, right?
About me.
About you.
About you.
Okay,
Just listen up, man, all right?
so we could sit here for a half hour while we play games, go back and forth. I show you mine, you show me yours, all right? We already know you were involved, right? We're already past that point.
Palmer starts the interrogation in complete denial with his hands in his shirt, but what he doesn't know is that the evidence against him is already overwhelming. What detectives need to do is convince him to open up and potentially lighten his sentence.
We go to the jury, and they're going to see someone that's showing no remorse, denying that they had any involvement, all right? And I mean, you can do the math yourself, how they're going to respond to that. Because this is a pretty serious...
It's a crazy case.
Yeah,
Pretty
bro,
serious.
that's sensitive right there, bro. Do you ever see that, bro? They're dashing the book up, man, bro. Serious.
Incident, all right? And we have it on good word that you may have even lightweight try to stop what was going on.
I'd always try to stop what's going on.
Yeah.
I was never there, sir. Well, I nothing to do with this.
Quinn.
Okay, is this how you want to handle it?
I have nothing to do with this, sir. I work, sir. Work a full-time job, church roll.
I said I work, sir. Man, try to play the law-abiding citizen card. Like, I work, sir. I don't get in them stuff, sir. I pay my taxes, sir. I go to work every day, sir.
All right, well, listen. Listen, we got your DNA. We got video.
DNA from where?
If you want to keep denying that.
DNA from where?
You were there. You were in the car.
DNA from the car.
From the truck?
Yeah.
Either you're going to tell us the truth or you're not.
Tell me the truth. I was not there.
I mean, I would love to smack that fucking grin off your face, dude.
Sir, I never do.
Because we're talking about a 14-year-old girl that was tortured and shot
I understand all that, sir.
and burned like some piece of fucking garbage.
I understand, sir.
You were there. You were involved. Otherwise, there's 5 people lying on your ass.
Because I'm not involved, sir.
But you do the math. When we get to jury and you have 5 people that come and testify, one of them who was also there, we present the evidence of trace evidence of your fucking DNA and video of you being in the fucking truck. Who do you think the jury's gonna believe? Do the math, bro.
God knows, man. God knows, really.
I think you might want to get off on the right foot with this, man, all right? Because that whole I wasn't there shit,
I was not there, right?
So you I'm gonna give you a little something, all right? I'm gonna give you a little something. Do you know, and they don't consider this, what I just learned this the other day in school. So when I tell you something that's factual and legal, it's not considered a threat. So I'm gonna tell you what's factual and legal. You're gonna get fucking the death penalty on this case, unless you talk right now. If you continue to go the avenue that you're going, you are going to be charged with aggravated murder with death specification. You were sitting in the fucking car in the driveway.
And what driveway? Man.
Do you not understand that there was fucking video right there at the house, you dipshit? Yeah, take it downstairs. See you later, bud. I don't need your fucking statement. There's enough to convict your ass without it.
Despite the evidence staring at him in the face and the possibility of the death penalty, Palmer doesn't care enough to say anything that could deliver justice for Paul and Paris. He doesn't panic despite the officer's aggression, and that is the worst possibility. Detectives know that when a suspect fails to speak and is not even caught in any sort of lie or contradiction, this becomes dangerous in the court of law. If no direct evidence is found against Palmer, he could walk free, unlike the other suspects who dug their own graves. That leaves the last suspect, 24-year-old Boom, whose real name is DeMarcus Shealy. Finding and interrogating Boom is the last hope investigators have of actually getting an account to corroborate the evidence. Police visited Chandrea Thruman, girlfriend, who lives at 5508 Guy Avenue, Cleveland. He is not there, but Chandrea chooses to cooperate and gives investigators his number. However, that number turns out to be a second number Ronald Newberry used, and after they leave, Chandrea calls Boom to tip him off that he is wanted. Boom goes into hiding, and detectives know that there is no other way he could have known if he wasn't warned by her. So the next morning, the marshals come back and arrest Chandrea for felony
See, I told you, man. These feds, they don't play, bro. They break shit down. bit by bit, step by step, bro. They're gonna find you, bro. Flipping, oh.
Destruction in a homicide investigation.
You obviously know why you're here, correct? Pardon me? A yes or no would be good.
Yes.
Okay. Is this going to be one of those interviews? Because we can take you right back downstairs.
What you mean one of those interviews?
One of these interviews. You be nice. You be nice. We'll be nice. Okay? Copy that?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you're going to read them out loud, all right?
Oh, I'm not read them.
Pardon me?
I'm not read them.
You have to read them.
I'm sorry to inconvenience you.
You don't act like I did something wrong.
You did. You did.
What I do wrong?
You did. All right, we'll talk about it after this.
Sorry, what's all right? No, what I do wrong?
Take her back downstairs.
For what, though?
Get the fuck. Stop being like this. There's a 14-year-old girl that's dead,
okay.
And your fucking boyfriend did it. Now, are we gonna do this the right way or not? Because we'll take you back downstairs. We'll charge you. I don't give a fuck. What do you want to do?
This is your life. He's gone forever. So he's probably going to die in the electric chair. But in order for us to talk to you, we have to go over these rights.
A lot of deep, bro. Man said, bro, he's gonna die. He's probably gonna die in the electric chair. So she's thinking, flipping no. What should I do? Do I throw in my life for this dickhead? Nope.
So it's your option. If you don't want to talk, that's fine. We'll put you downstairs. We will charge you with complicity to murder. You will be charged with an F2, felony of the second degree, and you can join your boyfriend at the defendant's table.
Chandrea's closed body language and mumbling show she is closed and unwilling to cooperate. There are 3 reasons a suspect may speak. They think the police know, they feel internal guilt, or out of fear of the consequences. Police attempt to try reason and play to her fear. And after 15 minutes of back and forth, Chandrea finally speaks a little.
Did DeMarcus tell you anything about what they did that night?
No, he didn't tell me anything. I asked him what was wrong with him or whatever. Because he was there when I got home, but he ain't never say nothing. He was like, ain't nothing wrong, or whatever. And that was it for real. He didn't tell me nothing.
This is on the 10th?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure and caution you, all right? Because obviously as the investigation goes, we learn more information, all right? If you tell us now,
right,
nothing's going to happen to you.
Right, I honestly don't.
Well, hang on. But if we find out later
right,
that you guys had conversation, you're going to get charged.
Right.
All right, so now is the time to get in front. Now is the time to tell us, because I promise you right now, if you tell us now, you're not going to get charged.
Right. He didn't tell me anything, like, honestly. But when everything started hit the fan, he was like, they taking everybody in, thinking we did something or whatever. And I asked him, I said, well, did you do it? And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And I told him, like, I hope y'all didn't do that, or whatever, said little girl. And he was just like, we didn't. But he was like, but I ain't coming back to your house no more, whatever. I'm like, all right.
Where can we find Boom at right now?
That I honestly don't know.
Where does he hang out?
Shit, bruv. Yo, she's sick still.
Like when I asked him where he's at, and he still won't even tell me where he's at, or whatever. Like, say I talked to him on the phone, whatever, he'd call me and
Yes, my man's like, bro, I ain't telling her nothing just in case she gets interrogated like now, and then just tells everything.
I asked him, like, what is it doing? Like, where's you at or whatever. He would not tell me, like, where his location is, period.
Despite threatening her with a serious charge, Chandrea claims she doesn't know anything because Boom never told her. After this, she was put in jail for 4 days. In that time, the manhunt for DeMarcus was unsuccessful, so detectives would take her out of her cell for a second interrogation.
Boom is the one who actually shot the baby in the head. Okay? He shot her 3 times in the head. You know what he said when he shot her in the head? He shot her. He said if she's old enough to cry, she's old enough to die. He shot that baby in the head 3 times. So it's very important that we get him off the streets.
Unfortunately, after more than an hour, Chandrea just repeated the same narrative, and the police decided to release her from custody. The only useful information she gives is DeMarcus's real phone number. On December 7th, 58 days after the murder, U.S. Marshals finally apprehended DeMarcus in Akron, Ohio. He had fled the city after Chandrea's tip-off, 38 miles south of the scene of the crime. Boom is the last of the four to be captured, but major questions still elude officers, as they have no idea about Pee-wee and Riri's involvement, because a robbery does not explain a 14-year-old shot 3 times.
Yeah, she died.
That's the execution, bro. Like, you get me? Not unless, man. I swear down.
What's that?
The one dude killed her, yeah.
Is that kin to you?
Yeah, that's my older sister.
I'm sorry, man.
It's cool.
Then your brother was Smoke, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him and I were ones that, Commander and I were the ones that,
With my t-shirt, with my sister.
yeah, Shadisha.
Is it
With my t-shirt, with my sister.
Yeah, Shadisha.
Statisha?
It's Satisha.
Shadisha. I'm sorry about that, man. That was
Cool.
That was fucked up, though.
It was fucked up, though.
What do you know about that?
What?
I mean, besides what we told you.
About what?
What happened with your sister?
No, my mama knew used to go to court. I don't be into all that shit, though. Like, I put that in the past. Shit'll scar you for life.
What about what happened to your brother?
I was in the house with that shit happened. My whole family was in there.
Nah, but why is he so calm though, bro? Like, bro, if my fucking brother, my niece, niece or whatever, died, I wouldn't just be like that, bro. Even if it's like 3 months after, bro. Bro, this is deep still.
While reading his rights, the detectives casually bring up Boom's dead siblings who were tragically killed in similar accidents. Nothing in an interrogation room happens by accident, and this move is a calculated tactic aiming to first position officers as friends, which is crucial since, as we saw with Chandrea and Palmer, the hostile strategy hasn't been working so far. And secondly, it seeks to build empathy inside Boom, which might trigger guilt for being involved in Paris's death and lead to a confession. Boom is the last of the four in a room, and the one thing the detectives still cannot prove is sitting on the other side of this table, whether the man who ordered all of it, the one name none of the others would put a face to, can ever be touched.
I know exactly, because my sister's birthday, my friend died on the 10th. I got him tatted on my chest.
Okay.
My friend died on the 10th. I was over there drinking with her because she knew the same person I knew she knew.
That's what I'm saying. What's her name?
Her name's Shay.
Shay, okay.
Yeah.
But so you were on that was like the 9th, late night on the 9th going into the 10th? Okay.
I got dropped off early in the morning over there on Wadena because I had to come. I ain't gonna lie, I sell drugs.
You what?
I sell drugs. I ain't.
You got dropped off on Wadena?
No, on Brightwood.
On Brightwood on the 10th?
Yeah, that morning.
Like?
It was probably like, I want to say it was like 7:30ish, 8. Because I know I walked up to the gas station.
7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
On the 10th, you got dropped off? Who dropped you off?
Shay. Yeah, Shay.
So you were at Shay House on October 9th around 9 o'clock until she dropped you off on October 10th early that morning.
It was like on some, and it's so crazy because I was on some like one night stand.
You got her number?
No, I don't got no.
This is flipping crazy. I swear down. Mad.
Numbers.
You know her last name?
No, I told you I was in a bar. I hit her from a bar.
So, you don't have a way of getting in contact with her, like in the phone? Her number in your
My
phone?
number in it? No, they didn't even got my phone.
According to Boom, he was at a girl's house at the time of the murder, but just like with the Jamaican story, he can't provide her last name or her phone number. Officers know this is a clear lie, as almost
chatting shit, man. I was just gonna say that, bro. Like, don't you think they know as well, bro? Like, fuck.
Every witness so far, including Cody, has placed him at the crime scene that night. So far, their strategy has not worked because Boom seems cold-blooded as ever.
Tell me about those guys. Were you with them?
No, I ain't see you around that day.
You ain't see around that day?
QP, that always working. He be in South Houston all the time. No, I ain't see that nigga.
So you didn't see Ron none on the ninth? You didn't see him on the 10th?
I think I seen him on the 9th, but like it wasn't nothing like we was cool kicking it that day. But he not from my hood, so he don't be celebrating what I celebrate. I celebrated what's it called? I went to my people's house.
Who was you celebrating?
My brother, my
Bro, these guys are cold, bro. Like, no emotions, bro. Like, you don't give a fuck. 14-year-old just got shot 3 times in the head, burnt with the dad. Like, bruv, it's mad.
Debbie died on the 10th. But I was drinking that night.
You want smoke?
No, I just showed y'all the tattoo.
When asked about Pee-wee, Boom constantly looks towards the ground and pretends to tie or adjust his shoes. This alone is not a big clue, but coupled with contradicting evidence, detectives know they are not getting any cooperation from him.
You know this guy?
Oh, hell no. That's that dude that died. Ain't it?
Yeah, Paul Bradley.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Have you ever seen Paul Bradley?
I don't know if it came to pain.
You ever been to Paul Bradley's house?
I don't even know, man. I ain't seen that nigga before, man. I ain't seen him in my life. No.
You didn't kill Paul Bradley.
Hell no, I ain't kill no Paul Bradley. I'm not a killer.
You didn't kill
No, I'm not. Why would I kill a little girl? First of all, I ain't gonna lie. Like, anything I ever do, I'll never do nothing to no female just because I got accused of killing my baby mama. Her whole family swore me down. I killed her.
She died. How'd she die?
She died from, I don't even know, because they won't never tell me. But they swore me down. I killed her though. But I never got questions. I never went to jail for it. I never did nothing.
So you know we got Ron locked up. We got Cody locked up.
You gonna get locked up.
We got QP locked up, right? So you know we've had a chance to speak to all 3 of them. You know what all 3 of them said?
What?
That you were with them.
Almost in passing, Boom mentions being accused of killing the mother of some of his children. What's chilling is that officers never know about this or never asked for it. Boom just brought it up. The fact is that Boom is one of Pee-wee's closest henchmen. He was on record with a concealed weapons charge, and it's entirely possible that officers are sitting in front of a serial killer who is lying to their faces.
If you want to lie to yourself and lie to us, then that's fine. It's easy to prove you wrong as a liar. It's easy. You just gave us everything we needed to prove you're wrong as a liar. But if you want to come with the real and tell the real, then we'll sit here and listen to you, and I'll sit here until whatever time it takes. But you know what? We're not going to keep sitting here and letting you keep doing that.
Lying or chatting shit, goes for his shoes, doing some madness. Like,
Yes, this is fruitless, dude.
No, for real though. Like, I want with them, though. I don't care what somebody's saying, though. I want with them, though.
Well, you know what's...
I ain't have parts of that. I'll
let my man talk, because you know what? He's much more knowledgeable about the case than I am.
That's understandable, but I know for a fact I went with them boys.
Boom. You know,
Don't lie, Boom.
You know what's funny though? You probably won't be able to see this. It's a little small. So you got Ron Newberry's cell phone records. You got DeMarcus' cell phone records. You got Cody Gibson. You got Quentin Palmer. And I know you know Pee-wee, right? You know Pee-wee.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I know that. I don't even talk to that.
Okay, but Pee-wee's, you know.
Everybody know Pee-wee.
So.
Yeah, that's a snake.
Right.
Yeah.
But anywho, so.
Gave you up.
Yeah, you up? Just throwing Pee-wee out of the equation, because Pee-wee was the mastermind. I know you don't want to shot the little girl in her head. That's what I was told. She's old enough to cry, she's old enough to die.
it's artless if you did, and he's just there like nothing happened, bro. Like, that's mad.
That's what, man.
I can't believe you would say that after all the things your family been through.
That's the part I don't believe either.
After 1 hour of interrogation, no amount of obvious evidence is enough to convince DeMarcus to confess. The initial strategy was to be friendly, play to them being the ones who solved the murder of his siblings, and try to show that investigators are on his side. But after he keeps lying, everything sharply shifts. Officers decide to directly accuse DeMarcus and threaten him with serious consequences if he doesn't confess.
This is a double f***ing homicide. A 14-year-old girl got shot.
By you.
By you.
No.
Yeah, by you.
Is it there I did that?
You did. You shot that f***ing girl, dude. You shot that girl, dude.
That was slam, boy.
You did it.
You did that.
That's some cold shit, man.
That's some f***ed up shit, dude. You shot that little f***ing girl.
After all the shit your family's been through.
That's why I try to tell you I ain't shoot her. I ain't got no reason.
Okay, then who shot her?
Two little sisters, man. I don't
She
know.
was definitely there.
Because you was definitely there.
She got shot. I don't know what's going on. I wasn't there.
When detectives press Boom intensely, you can observe his hands. He tucks them into his pants. It comes from the same instinct that makes a person rub their hands or touch their neck under stress. What makes it worthwhile in this case is the timing. At the start of the interrogation, Boom appeared completely calm, but as soon as detectives confronted him directly, his body language shifted. The gesture itself proves nothing. What's worth noting is that his body only changed the instant the detective stopped being friendly. Every obvious piece of evidence is on the table, and Boom has not given them one word that helps. But the thing that finally breaks this case open is not coming from any of the 4 men in custody. It is still months away. Comes from someone the detectives have not even spoken to yet. Next, officers will bring up his siblings and give DeMarcus every chance of remorse.
So, brother, this is the last chance for you to come up for air.
Mad. Bro,
Now I'm giving
watching a flipping movie, blood. I swear down.
to you only out of respect for your family. Because I don't believe that should have happened to your sister. I lost 6 months of fucking life. Almost got a fucking divorce over the shit that happened to your fucking sister because I stayed here day and night to make sure that the perpetrator got what he deserved. Now you want to keep fucking blowing smoke in my ass?
So you wasn't Bedford?
No, I wasn't there.
You wasn't.
You lying motherfucker?
You wasn't Paul Bradley's Buick?
No, I wasn't in that
You wasn't on Savannah when they set the car on fire?
No, I was never on Savannah. I need no that's located there.
Come on, bro. Don't do that to yourself.
From St. Clair, I don't know nothing about no Savannah.
Bro,
You
don't do
driving the car.
that.
You was riding. I was driving.
Don't do that to yourself. There's fucking video cameras all over the place, so you guys
He the last one standing, so he don't even realize all the evidence we got. You don't realize we got the video of you guys in the car, right?
No.
Y'all got a video of a car.
Okay.
I wanna know if y'all had all that shit. Why that boy just, that nigga Ryan beat that preliminary hearing?
Who told you that?
Just do it.
Ryan never beat a prelim. Ryan requested a prelim. Ryan was directly indicted. Get the facts, man, right?
When he went downtown, he beat that.
The reason officers laugh is that DeMarcus thought that Ron had beaten his preliminary hearing, and the case was dead. In reality, Ron had only requested a preliminary hearing, but prosecutors skipped it and took the case straight to a grand jury for aggravated murder. DeMarcus's whole strategy in the interrogation room was based on this one false fact. The interrogation ends on a moment that almost never makes it onto camera, the point where the detectives drop the act entirely.
No, I ain't no open no mouth. What am I opening my mouth for? Even if I did something, just say if I did something. I sit here and tell somebody, what the fuck I'm gonna get? You get the same charges as the next man. Same thing, they killed my brother, he got 18 to life, another he got 22. What the fuck is the 4-year difference? I ain't do shit and I ain't did shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Period, point blank, I ain't did that shit.
So you don't think that 4 years means anything?
Hell no, when you got an L behind it. After 4 years don't mean shit.
That's a fucked up way of thinking, dude.
Man, ain't no fuck that way.
About death versus life.
Oh, death. What the fuck?
Death row.
But at the end of the day, what the fuck I'm living for? I lost everything anyways. I don't care about none of that.
What officers don't know yet is that the most important piece of this case hadn't surfaced yet, as the man who allegedly ordered the killings was still walking free. In the following months, investigators would build a strong case against the 4 suspects and indict them on aggravated murder. However, in May 2019, the spent shell casings recovered from the Buick would match a shooting that happened in East Cleveland on February 19, 2019, which is 4 months after Paul and Paris's deaths. This means that the murder weapon was still on the street, and whoever was holding it was not one of the 4 indicted suspects. 11 months after the murder, in September 2019, Michael Alexander, the Cleveland Heights shop owner who tinted the windows on the Ford Edge for Ron Newberry, would actually be detained on a different crime and now strike a cooperation deal with the police. He was there when he heard the suspects, along with Anthony Hines, discuss the murder, and while being interviewed, he would show officers the exact route that led the criminals from Bedford towards Paul's house.
Maybe a month, no more.
Swear down. You see that though? You see that? Just one little thing can just closed the entire thing, bro. So them man was chatting and he overheard them. Yeah. And just cause of that now, what's that, a year after or so, bro, like, he's now giving that information to save himself about them. So now they're banged, like, boom, that's it now, bro. Fucked.
No less than 3 weeks before the murder happened and everything, me and him was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, the dude Paul, because I knew Paul, you know what I mean?
You knew Paul personally?
Yeah, I knew him, you know what I mean, just from hustling and growing up, and I got a couple of dudes down there in King Kennedy I know, so
okay.
Like, yeah, me and Paul, we got into it before you came home, he like at the Visions bar or whatever, so I'm like, what happened? He really wouldn't tell me exactly what it was about. He wouldn't tell me it was about a girl or...
Yeah, Serena part of that, yeah.
He wouldn't tell me. He just like, man, he stepped on my shoe in there and we had some words. So I'm like, okay, what happened? Like, when I left, they ended up shooting my car up.
Every suspect, every witness, every theory had pointed to the same thing. A robbery for money that turned out to not exist. Alexander was about to tell them the money was never the reason. The reason was a person, and her name had already been sitting in their files for months. The beef between Paul and Hines started roughly a year before the murder at the Visions Blue Bar on Euclid Avenue. When Hines left, Paul and the men with him allegedly shot up his car, or at least that's what he claimed publicly. However, Alexander himself never bought the cover story. According to him, the beef was about Serena Haynes, or Riri, who turns out to be the mother of Hines' daughter and also had sexual relations with Paul. Detectives had already interviewed her weeks before they knew any of this mattered.
With that being said, you know Paul, right?
Yes, that was my friend, yes.
When was the last time you seen him talk to Paul?
I seen Paul a month probably before anything happened. I want to say we went to the Browns game. I've been knowing Paul for 16 years, so Paul is not a new person to me. I've been knowing Paul since 2002. I talked to Pee Wee on the 9th, the day before. I talked to him briefly, like around 6 or 7. I can't remember vividly what time. I talked to Paul briefly for like 7-8 minutes that day. I remember vividly. I talked to him, and that was about the car. He was like, "Oh, my people's maybe come to get that car." He's like, "I'll call you back." But Paul always said he'll call me back, and he never called me back. So nothing. I may have talked to Pee Wee like once after that at the grocery store. I never talked back to Pee Wee after that since like 9 or 10 o'clock or something like that. And yeah, but I was home. I never left.
Serena is a suspect in this case because, according to Paul's family members, she set up Paul, and her close phone calls confirmed they had a connection. But investigators never gathered enough evidence to prove this. They will never know for certain if Serena Haynes was involved in this crime, but what they can know is what happened next.
So time goes past, and he like, man, Paul, somebody told me, he like, I got a dude on the inside with Paul. He like, he seen Paul with like 600,000. He like, I'm gonna get that. So I'm like, all right. I mean, he like, if you want in, let me know. So I'm like, nah, bro, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So when we get over there, I'm like, what's going on, bro? You over here by my stepmom's house, because my stepmom live over there. What you got going on?
She lives in Bedford?
Yeah, she lives off Eldred. So, you know what I mean? So, and he goes like around her area where she lives. He's coming like through the back streets. He like, man, Paul live over here. He like, I put a GPS on his car or whatever. He live over here. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm then put a GPS on the brother's car, fam. Flip, you know.
Like, damn, all right, what the you about to do? He like, no, we ain't about to do nothing right now. And I'm looking at him crazy. Like, he's like, I'm just going to lay eyes on it. He like, because my dude texted me this morning, was like, man, I'm with Paul right now. He got that money in there.
Later on, detectives would search the Buick for the GPS device, but unfortunately, they would come up with nothing.
He like, shit, I'm laying low right now. I'm about to be out the way. He said, I got little Ronnie and them. They laying on Paul. They in his backyard right
Ronnie,
now.
you know, is
Ronald Newberry.
Okay.
So he like, I got little Ronnie and them laying on them right now. So I'm like, what they about to do? He like, they going to get that. So I'm just like, all right. So he like, yeah, they in his backyard. They've been over there for 2 days. That's what he say. So, and this might have been like the day before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because he said like they've been in there like 2 days. So it was between 24 to 48 hours before it happened.
All right.
So when it happened, first thing I see it on the news the next day. So I'm like, just told me he had Ronnie and them in the backyard. So I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? So I try to call him because he don't answer my call. He in the FaceTime me later on. I'm like, bro, what's going on? I'm like, you seen that shit on the news? He like, yeah, man, that's crazy. So I'm like, all right, he ain't gonna talk on the phone. So I'm just like, bro, tell me no. Like, tell me you ain't got nothing to do with that. He like, man, hell no. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right. So he's like, I'm gonna pull up on you, holler at you. So he ended up coming to see me and shit. I'm like, bro, you ain't had nothing to do with that, did you? He like, man, listen, it wasn't supposed to go like that. He like, I don't know. They went in there and did what they did on their own. I told them just go rob them. He like, that don't got nothing to do with me. They made their own decisions once they got in there. He was like, as far as that little girl, I don't know nothing about that. He like, Ronnie told me they was dropping her off. He like, I don't know what's going on. So in my mind, I'm like, this really is not my friend, but I gotta keep this bastard close a little bit just so I can figure him out. Right. You know what I mean? So then he got telling me all the stuff Ronald was doing. I knew what he was doing. He was threatening me. Like, get out of line, I'll kill you. Ronald, you know what I mean? That's basically what he was using Ronald against me. Yeah. Because he brought him to my store a couple of times, but he's telling me all Ronald's been doing. Like, yeah, I've been having killing this dude, he shot this dude, he did this, I sent him to go do this.
The threats faced from Anthony Hines and Ron Newberry probably explain why almost everybody was so reluctant to speak during their interviews. The case was built, and at least 4 of the suspects were caught. But when justice finally comes, the fate of each one will be very different. The trials came 3 years later. In March 2022, Ronald Newberry was sentenced to life in prison, eligible for parole after 65 years. Cody Gibson, despite being the only one to talk and help the investigation, was sentenced to life with parole after 50 years. DeMarcus Shealy pleaded guilty and was given only a 15-year sentence. But what's most shocking is that Quentin Palmer, the suspect who spoke the least, was entirely dropped from the case due to insufficient evidence. The only direct evidence against him was footage of him in the Ford Edge, but not at the time of the murder, which was not enough to build a strong case despite Cody's testimony. Palmer walked free. And as for Anthony Hines, he was never arrested or charged for the murders, as there was no concrete evidence besides the testimonials that linked him to the crime, and not even Cody Gibson could link him. Of the men who did it, 1 talked and got 50 years, 2 said almost nothing and got far less. 1 walked out entirely, and the man who ordered the hit was never charged. There is no proof from the autopsy that Paris was assaulted or that Paul Bradley was tortured, and those remain unsubstantiated claims. In the end, Paul Bradley and 14-year-old Paris Bradley were murdered over a senseless beef that should have ended as soon as it started, and justice was never delivered. If you liked our production, you can subscribe to get weekly videos and watch this video next.
That's mad still, you know. Can't go lie, people. That's mad. So all that for flipping, you say a woman, bro, like senseless, dumb. But yo, people, I'm out, man.